Alright, what's up guys? I wanted to make a quick little video concerning wheelie locks and how they function, what causes them, and most importantly, how to avoid them. So first off, we're going to look at a quick little clip here on Maple Treeway, which is a common wheelie lock spot that, sometimes people just wheelie lock off the track here. So we're going to take a look at it, just in one motion. So as you can see right here, I got a slip drift. I got a slip drift right here. Boom, slip drift. What this means is that while I tried to hop, the game gave me a micro bounce, and I got like a frame or two of hair. And what that means is that if I tried to delay drift, if I delay drifted there, I would have wheelie locked off the track. Why? Because I would have tried to drift, and I would not have pressed any directional input, but I would have landed before pressing left. So the game would not have given me a drift. So if you look at it again, I get a slip drift here because I get a little bit of hair. And how to prevent that, it's super simple. All you need to do is you full drift. So basically, if you press left or right before you press hop, if you get even a frame or two of hair, the game is going to give you a drift anyway because you're holding a direction like before you try pressing the drift button. It's that simple when you think about it. So if we look at what happens if you don't, if you try delay drifting here instead of full drifting, this could happen. It's not something you can react to. By the time you react to it, you cannot really recover. You're going to be off the track no matter what. Because here, let's say here you realize you're wheelie locking. Even if you drift here, like the way MT works, you're just off the track because the game like shoves you to the right, even if you're drifting left, because of the way the tree branch is angled. Now, if you take a look at some other clips I have right here, on Moonview, you guys all know this this strat Logan uses on Moonview, where he gets a slip drift on the last boost pad. Well, that's not luck, or it's not like super precise timing. What he does is he wheelie locks himself on purpose. That's more commonly called drift storage. Wheelie locks are pretty much... Wheelie locks and drift storage are like the exact same thing. But wheelie locks are like... They're called that when it's not on purpose and it hurts you. And drift storage is called that when it's like on purpose and it benefits you. So right here, you're going to see like on the second boost pad right here, you get a lot of hair time. Let's take a look at it. Right here, you see the bounce. The bounce is very noticeable. You get like 6 or 7 frames of hair time, which is like not that bad. So what you do in those 6-7 frames, like right here, I think the Funky Kong is in the air right now, like he's airborne. So what you do in those 6 or 7 frames of hair time, you press the drift button, but you don't touch any directions on the control stick. So let's say I keep going. Right here, I'm wheeling. I'm currently holding the drift button. And as soon as I touch the boost pad, that's right here, this boost pad right here gives 1 or 2 frames of hair, I think. It's like way less than the one behind it. So it's like timing your drift to get a slip on this boost pad would be like almost frame perfect. It might be frame perfect, I don't know. It's like 1 or 2 frames. It's very precise compared to like the one beforehand, which gives like 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, maybe even 10 frames. So what happens here is like as soon as I touch the boost pad right here, I'm going to hold right on the control stick. And during that 1 frame of hair time that the boost pad gives, I'm going to get a slip because I'm holding the drift button right now. So as soon as I get hair and as soon as I press the control stick, the game right now is trying to make me drift, but I'm not in the air and I'm not touching the control stick. So when I make once I meet those 2 conditions on the boost pad, I get a slip. That's why this strat is, it's not easy by any means, but it's not as hard as it seems. If you go at full speed, once again, on the second boost pad, you press the hop button right here, and as soon as I get here and I touch the control stick, boom, slip drift. Now if you take a look at another clip, on the MG, this turn right here is also pretty bumpy. This is for online mainly, because it's the online route. Like if we take a look at this, right here, this route, like I want you guys to look at the Funky Kong and how much he bounces, right here. You see all those micro bounces? If you try to delay drift during those bounces, you're gonna wheelie lock and you might end up in the grass. Now obviously you don't want that, that would be really bad. Because that's slow, and it's bad. Now if you take a look at it again, I'm gonna get the same bounces, but this time, I'm gonna full drift. Which would prevent the wheelie lock, as I stated on Maple Treeway. Basically, in places you might wheelie lock, just full drift. that's all there is to it when you think about it. All you need to do to prevent your wheelie locks is full drift instead of delay drifting, because the game is gonna give you a slip instead of a wheelie lock if you full drift. So that's actually like, it can actually like save your races. Let's take a look at another clip. This time on gardens. Once again, this is us in the similar vein to Moonview Highway, the strat I showed. You can wheelie lock yourself on purpose from the startup boost in order to get the slip drift on the first bridge pretty consistently. Now, this is what happens if you don't get hair. If you don't get hair, the game is not going to make you drift, no matter if you touch a direction or not. You need to get one frame of hair and be touching a direction while holding the drift button. So right now, on the 1, I press drift. The race has not started yet, so the game cannot make me drift, obviously. So once we start, all I need is one frame of hair. You see I touched the control stick there, but it doesn't matter because I was not in the air. But as soon as I get one frame of hair here on the little slit on the little ledge, boom, I get the slip drift. And this is a lot easier than trying to like properly time your drift button. All you need to do is hold it beforehand, and the game is going to give you a slip very consistently. Now, if we take a look at another clip, this is for online. This is online mainly. You guys already probably know this, but during POWs, when POWs come, you know POWs, like, they lift you up a little bit. Right here, you see my funky is in the air right now. You guys see that micro bounce right here? During that micro bounce, I tried to delay drift to the left. Right there. And because I tried to delay drift, I land from the micro bounce from the POW, right here. I land before touching a control. I pretty much land before touching left. So the game cannot make me drift because I'm not in the air while holding left and drift. While I landed while I was still holding neutral on the stick. So that means I'm wheelie locked right here. I would need to react to this and like hop left pretty much. And what this means is that I'm wheelie locked in the wall right here. And then I get blued trying to do that. It's honestly very funny, and not something you're gonna see every day. Now if we go back here, I'm gonna show you guys it in full speed. As you can see, it's like impossible to react to. The micro bounce right there. That's why sometimes, like, if I played safe there, I would have drifted like immediately out of the trick. I would have landed right here from this trick. I would have landed in a drift right there. And that would mean I cannot wheelie lock because I land in a drift from here. Yeah, this happens because I tried to delay drift there because it's faster, obviously. But the POW timing made it so I'm wheelie locked. Obviously, unfortunate timing. But it's something that's avoidable. You can cry about your luck like all you want. Wah, POW made me wheelie lock, that's unlucky. Wah. But if you think about it, it's pretty much your fault. I didn't play safe here. I got greedy, tried to save like 0.1. And it cost me a lot of time instead. That's why sometimes you see people land in drifts when they could squeeze a wheelie out. That's because things like this can happen and you cannot react to them. That's why sometimes it's better to prevent than to heal, pretty much. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video about wheelie locks. As you guys can see, they only happen if you try to like delay drift on turns where there's bounces. Like right here, if we go back to this one, all you need to do to prevent it is full drift. It might be like slightly slower on some turns, but compared to wheelie locking off the track or like going in the off-road because of it is super worth it. And I think it's useful knowledge, like to prevent wheelie locks at places you really don't want them to happen. So yeah, pretty much what causes wheelie lock, to like recap, is a hair time when you try to delay drift, so you land on the track before touching the control stick. And in order to prevent that, it's very simple. All you need to do is full drift. As long as you touch the control stick before trying to drift, you're not going to wheelie lock. The game is going to give you a slip drift instead. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick video explaining wheelie locks. If you have questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And also make sure to subscribe, and also goodbye.